Zealous. Why did you stay with him 5 years? He was bringing his side pieces to the crib.
I did not know.
Once you found out, you broke his car window and then stayed.
Because that's all I know. I don't know nobody else.
How old are you?
28. I've been with him for 5 years. I love him. I don't want to start over.
I can have a disease for 5 years, but I still want to get rid of it. I'm used to the disease. I know what it's like. I know the pain that it brings me, but I still want to get cured. You need to get cured of this particular disease.
Hello fam, how are you all doing? Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Thank you for your support. Today's video is on why toxic men will remain in a relationship even when they are no longer interested. Some men might decide to remain in a relationship they are no longer interested in for so many reasons. The very first reason I will be discussing today is the fact that some men don't want to be lonely. They have the understanding that once they leave you, they might not have another woman in their life, and they don't want to be by themselves. A lot of men out there fear being by themselves. They don't know how to be by themselves. They are so used to depending on women for so many reasons. So men depend on women for sex, financial support, emotional blankets. Because of this reason and more, some men would rather remain in a relationship that they are clearly no longer interested in that woman, but they just stay there because of the benefits they're getting from that woman.
Dealing with a man that no longer loves you, but then also doesn't want to lose you, is going to be by far the worst type of relationship that you're ever going to be in. Because you got to understand that narcissistic men, all they are is about control. So he's going to string you along, and until he finds someone else that's easily manipulated and easy to be controlled, he's going to keep you around. And until he finds that person, he's going to belittle you. He's going to call you names. He's going to make you feel like shit. He's just going to make you feel like your life has no value without him in it. And you got to understand that this man will string you along for years. And the only moment that he'll let you go is when he finds a replacement. And you got to understand that these type of men, there's nothing that's wrong with you at all. It's all about this man and him having a control trip. So if you're ever dealing with a man and you obviously know that he does not love you, because obviously you can tell if he doesn't reciprocate it whatsoever, just leave, because what he's doing is he's just keeping you around till he finds somebody better.
Men hold on to women they don't want a relationship with because they are selfish, period. Because he knows what she brings to the table, so she's emotionally invested. So he plays games with her so no one else can have her. Men like this stay so they can milk you for everything that you have, or until they find someone to replace you. And to me, you can't get more selfish than that. I done seen some loyal, good women destroy themselves because they can't let go of a man that continues to take from them. Eventually, he's gonna take the most important piece, your spirit. He's gonna drain you of the flourishing woman that you are, and you won't have anything left to give. So he's gone because he doesn't have anything left to take.
Most men stay with a woman because he knows what she brings to the table. It's a lot of men out here that don't even want to be with the woman. They just don't want nobody else to have her because they haven't found no one else to replace her yet. Most men don't want to be with her. They just in survival mode. They need somewhere to stay. They're using her for something, whether it's physically, emotionally, whatever it is, he's using her. A lot of loyal, good women lose themselves because they emotionally invested into this one man, and they're not one of those girls to just hop on this person, hop on this person, hop on to this person. So, and he knows that, and he used that as his advantage to manipulate her, to make her feel small, maybe make her feel ugly, make her feel like she's not worthy enough for another man to come in and take his spot. And he's gonna keep on draining her until someone else come along that he really likes, so he really want to invest his time into, and then leave her out to dry and be by herself. And that is a selfish man. Meet me at the top.
Let's talk about some men being programmed to be selfish. One of the reasons why some men might want to remain in a relationship that is no longer serving them is the fact that they are selfish, like those speakers already pointed out. A lot of men out there are being programmed to be selfish. Most men think about themselves alone. What can I get out of this relationship? They are the collectors, the takers. They take from women. They take a whole lot from women. Some men take and take, and they take to the point that they drain the women. And men are good at using women as placeholders. Some men might stay put in a relationship because they are waiting for the next woman to come by. Once they find a person they truly want to be with, they will hop out of that relationship and hop into a new relationship with that woman they are with. So ladies, the moment you know that the man is no longer who he used to be, the man is no longer treating you the way he's supposed to treat you, is acting off, please just walk away. Because a lot of men out there don't usually walk away from a relationship. So if you're thinking that you will stay back and wait for him to end the relationship or even leave the relationship, that might not happen. So it's up to you to not stay put in that situation. You have to make the move and walk away from such men. Just bear this in mind. A lot of men are selfish. They think about themselves alone. Some men don't even care about their children. It's all about me, me, me. That's themselves alone.
Men are programmed to put themselves first. So when they cheat on you, they're putting themselves first. When they break up with you and then they come back, they're putting themselves first. When they lie to you, they're putting themselves first. When they cheat on you, they're putting themselves first. When they promise to call you and they don't, they're putting themselves first. When they have an affair, they're putting themselves first. When they promise to marry you and they never fulfill it, they are putting themselves first. So instead of you there wondering why they cheat on you, why they don't call you, why you're such a good woman and they said that they want a good woman and they still cheat on you, is because they're programmed to put themselves first. So while you're there obsessing about them, right, still putting them first, the man is over here putting himself first. And so that is why I teach about decentering men and self-love, because ladies, you need to start putting yourself first. Men are programmed to be selfish. Women are programmed to be selfless. Men are programmed to think about themselves. Women are programmed to think about men. So imagine you just have a baby for this man, right? And you know, you're busy spending time with the baby, mothering the baby. The man feel like he's not getting as much attention, so he goes out and meet another woman and cheated on you. You found out, and then he's trying to tell you that, hey, it's because you're spending too much time with the baby and you're not giving him as much attention. Then you turn around and then you start to feel like you did something wrong, right? Because you're not giving the man as much attention, and then you start to wonder and think that there is something wrong with your body. Since you have the baby, you're not the same woman. So I am here to tell you that is why you need to reprogram your mind and start to put yourself first. Start to think about yourself. And that is the reason why I preach about self-love, and that you need to decenter man, children, not when it's a young baby, and everybody, and start to focus on yourself and self-love. All right, if you like what I'm saying, please go into my Stand store and download I Heal Checklist. Bye now.
Some men choose to remain in a relationship that is no longer serving them because of commitment issues and the fact that they don't want to be responsible. Some men usually know from the beginning if they're going to be committed in a relationship to a lady or not. Some men have phobia for commitment. They know they are not that type that love commitment. So how then will they deal with the problem? What most men do is this: they get into a relationship knowing fully well that they are not going to be committed, and then they give the relationship a specific time, then they start misbehaving and refusing to leave. The reason why they are doing that, so they can have that option to be with other women. They just create that environment that will enable them to be with other women and have you accept it. That's the reason why they will stay put there, not wanting to go. They don't even want you to go. They call it keeping my options open. They don't want you to keep your options open, but they want to keep their options open. They don't want you being with another man, but they want to be with another lady. So the way for you to beat this game is for you to also keep your options open. There is no point being in a committed relationship with a man that is not committed to you. You're obviously wasting your time. Please do not give him that power over you. If he's not serious, he should move on to the next person. And like I said, men like this don't like leaving because this is their game plan. It's their game plan from day one, to be in multiple relationships without commitment. And you know, commitment comes with responsibility. They don't want that. This is something they knew from the very first day before they started dating you. It didn't happen by accident. It's very intentional. Some people have commitment issues. They know who they are. They know what they want. So please, don't let them play you.
I'm really scared of commitment. Why? I just don't know if I can trust myself to want the same person forever. If it makes you feel any better, that person is going to change a lot from week to month to year. But I don't want to commit to versions of them I haven't met yet. It's definitely a risk, but it's not commitment if it's conditional. But if it's unconditional, I might get trapped in an unhealthy relationship. Not if you commit to the relationship instead of the person. What's the difference? A relationship is a dynamic exchange of values like support, honesty, and growth. If you commit to preserving those shared values, how you do it can change as you do. But what if the other person isn't as committed to those values as I am? Then find someone who is. Commitment only works if it goes both ways. So I'm scared of commitment because I'm committing to a person that might change in a way that ruins our relationship. But if we commit to the core values of our relationship, whoever we become will do what it takes to preserve what we love about being together? Exactly.
Why are men afraid of commitment? Who wouldn't want their cake and eat it too? Who wouldn't want to enjoy the benefits of the relationship without the commitment that it entails? Everything they want, they're getting it while they're still technically single while you're in a relationship with them. How many times have you committed your body to a man that ain't thought about committing himself to you? Your time, your mind, your soul to a man that ain't thought about committing to you. These will take whatever it is that you are willing to give for as long as you're willing to give it. This is why I encourage you all to keep your options open. Because if your options open, then there's a point for this man to commit to you. But why would he commit if you took yourself off the market for mimosas and dick? Is there no reason left for him to commit? Because everything that you should have been waiting to give him until after he did, he's getting right now. So why the f would he commit to you?
You cannot build a relationship with a man who isn't fully invested in you. A man who barely communicates, ignores your needs, and doesn't prioritize your well-being. And your job is not to sit around and wait to see when he finally decides to see your value. Your job is to protect your energy and your mental health. And the best way to do this is to let go of those that don't appreciate the love that you have to give.
Another reason why the man might want to continue to be in that relationship, even when it's clear that he's no longer interested, is the fact that he has access to free sex. A lot of men out there enjoy sex and they cannot do without it. A good number of men get into relationship with women so they can have free access to sex, so they can easily have sex, date women because of that. So him leaving that relationship would mean him not having access to sex to some men. For those people that are keeping a lot of women around, they just want to have sex with different women. So men can't just have sex with one person. They don't like it. They want to have sex with different women. So they like to keep their options open. So one of the reasons why that's your man might not be leaving is because you're giving him access to your body. Not just your body. Maybe you have money. Maybe you have a house. Maybe he comes to your house or your apartment and he has access to that. Maybe you have the finest things of life. Him being with you is giving him access to that. Could be you're feeding him. Could be you're assisting him. So you just have to cut the supply and put yourself together and kick him out because he's not supposed to be there. He's just a leech. In addition to that, some men will remain in a relationship that they clearly don't care about the woman because it's a status symbol to them. It does boost their ego. It gives their public image, a better presentation, if that does make sense. Some men love to brag with women. Some men love to talk about women to their friends. It's a bragging right to them, especially if that woman is pretty and if that woman is a trophy to them. They love to show off. So if she removes herself from his life, he might have his colleagues laugh at him. With the ego boost, he might be using you to feel happy, to feel important amongst his peers. Deep down, he really does not care. It's about how you make him feel. Him being with you, how people view him, the fact that you're in his life. Because some men are originally low effort people that don't bring anything to the table. But once they get with a woman, that woman skyrockets their status. That woman improves how people view them. That woman makes them feel important automatically in the eyes of the public. So they wouldn't want to lose that. So they'll rather stay there and do you bad, do you dirty, and protect that image, that public image.
Reasons why he's keeping you around, even though he's doing the bottom of the barrel, bare minimum. All right. So ladies, listen up, pay close attention, and do better. Number one, it's an ego boost for him. It's an ego boost for him because he knows that he can have you as an option. You know what I mean? And he knows that you're always going to be there to take him back, even though he doesn't do anything to deserve any of you. Number two, because you don't have standards for yourself and respect yourself, he knows that he can disrespect you and treat you any kind of way. All right. He knows that he can leave you on red. He knows that he can ghost you for about a week or two. And, you know, when he's ready to come back into your life or hit you back with a text, he know that you're going to be right there. You know what I mean? Because you don't respect yourself enough. And he's not going to reap any consequences for disrespecting you. And number three, he knows that you're going to give him full access. Full access as if you his wife or his woman, even though he hasn't committed to you in the slightest. Sis, do better. Like and share part 2.
When a toxic man texts you, I miss you, he don't miss you. He misses the access you allowed him to have in your life without expecting anything in return. He misses the convenience of you. He misses how he was able to text you at 3 a.m. and you responded and let him come through. He does not miss your heart, your mind. He does not miss you as a potential girlfriend. He misses you as a person that didn't have enough self-esteem to make this man earn you. He liked your ability to take it. And I ain't just talking about I'm talking about his flaws. You took his gaslighting. You took his love bombing. He do not miss you as a person. He missed all the things you allowed him to do to you without complaining. He misses the fact that you ain't got no backbone. He misses the fact that whenever it seemed like you moving on, he can text you, I miss you, and you back on his team. This man don't miss you as a person. He misses you as a collectible. So when a toxic man texts you, I miss you, he don't miss you. He missed what you did for him despite him not doing for you.
Ladies, if you are below 40 and you're with a guy with a situationship for a couple months and he doesn't want to commit, you have to leave. You have to extract your energy. You don't have the time. The time is going.
Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please click this video to watch how men use women for cheap therapy and hurt them in the process. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.